One man, one Murloc, one giant angry badger. This is Blue Please. It begins now. Yes, indeed, folks. Welcome to Blue Please here on CynicalBrit.com with myself, Total Biscuit. The day today is the 30th of July, 2010. It's 8 p.m. 3 minutes past. In fact, I was a little late. Suppose that's unacceptable to some people. Considering the OCD of a lot of people that seem to watch my videos, it wouldn't surprise me in any way if people were like, "Oh, God, how dare you! I'll never listen to your shows again!" Yes, well, there you go. What have I got coming through in the show today? Well, wow, okay. The connection to the Tiny Chat server just fell over. Looks like we managed to crash Tiny Chat. Okay, fantastic. Oh, wow, that's pretty impressive. So, I've got the marketing manager of CynicalBrit.com in the studio today with me. Hello, Bunkerface.
Hello there.
Greetings. How are you doing this afternoon?
Pretty good.
Yes, excellent. Glad to hear that. Over the weekend, we've been sorting out some things regarding CynicalBrit.com. Like, how do we sell more t-shirts, Bunkerface? I'm sure you can explain that one.
Make better ones.
Yeah, what's wrong with my t-shirts?
No, they're good, but we need better ones.
Okay, we need to up the t-shirt count.
Yes.
Okay, we'll work on that at some point. Maybe after the show, we'll see what we can do with that. But yeah, so what are we coming from the show today? Well, I interviewed somebody by the name of Terpster.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure if that really worked out so well. I mean, it wasn't so much of an interview as Terpster says things, and suddenly you feel very enlightened and or confused by the end of it. It's pretty impressive, honestly.
Enlightened?
I didn't feel enlightened.
Okay. No,
honestly.
Just asking.
Yeah, I really didn't feel enlightened in any way, shape, or form, unfortunately. Oh, well, never mind. You deal with it and you move on. That's simply the way that it goes. Okay, well, at least my mic's working, but the Tiny Chat certainly isn't. We're just like, yes, we just lost connection to the Tiny Chat, which means our cam went off, which means we've got to try and get a cam spot again. Which, you'd think as a moderator that would be fairly simple, but no! Absolutely not. It's actually kind of hard. There we go, got cam slot back. Absolutely fantastic. What else have we got coming up in the show? Well, we're doing the Terpster thing, and going to be talking a little bit about aesthetic in relation to storytelling. So, I'm talking about one of the zones that got me, actually both of us really liked that one back in TBC, as regards to what was cool to look at and got you really engaged with the zone.
Yeah, it really worked with the story. And
Yeah,
we're talking
about Netherstorm, as I recall. Yeah, very cool story. I was really interested to know what happened there. And we're talking a bit about Uldum.
Uldum is great.
Yes, also known as the thing which may or may not get us banned from the beta.
It won't.
Well, I certainly hope not, honestly. I really hope not, but we'll see. I've got a full video of the inside of Uldum, and that's going to be coming up at some point. Overnight upload, because of the size of it. It's about 30 minutes almost.
Yeah, we've already got a video up of the outside of Uldum.
Yes, we do, which you can check out over on youtube.com/totalhalibut.
After the show.
Yes, not now. How dare you? Yeah, right, okay, so what else we got coming in the show? Also, we're going to be looking at a post that was put up by the Blues a couple of days ago. It's a few words on talent tree design. It says a few words. It's actually a good page and a half. And we want to talk about whether or not they're really fulfilling their goals in terms of talents, and if their actual ideas are correct.
It's a bit of a strange post coming from the same guys as who said that everything should be the same.
Yeah, it really is. We'll see how that one goes. It might work out, it might not. But we shall have a look at that. Also, of course, the chance for you to contribute to the show and indeed ask questions. It is the Cataclysm Q&A. It'll be coming up at the end. You can email themurloc@gmail.com. That is themurloc@gmail.com. And you'll be able to get in on that one. Do about last 20 minutes of the show. I'll get on the beta, answer all the questions that I possibly can. Email them in over the course of the show. I don't take questions via chat anymore because Tiny Chat's too spammy and I can't actually read anything. So it kind of sucks, let's be honest. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's going to be fun, no doubt. We'll see how it goes. That's always the way of it with this show. Not a massive amount of prep, but just go into it and see what happens. Right, okay, so, is there anything else we need to talk about? Yeah, a couple of other interviews are going to be coming up. Big Red Kitty is going to be on next week. He's going to be talking to you about the Hunter talents. I'm calling this the classicalism.
Oh, God.
Oh, come on, I need support here. You're supposed to be a freaking PR guy.
I didn't invent the name, so...
Yeah, I know. You're supposed to make me look good. That's the point, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Great. Okay. Yes, indeed. Cola's saying, upgrade your streaming. I'm sorry, live streaming's fine. It's your problem. Sorry about that. Those of you who can't get on the stream, well, I guess you can't hear me saying how to get onto the stream. That's your own problem, isn't it? Yeah, streaming server's fine. We do have a backup if we go over the allotted limit, which we're getting quite close to. But I can post that in the tiny chat. So, if you're not already in the chat room, you should be. Head on over to cynicalbrit.com, click the chat button at the bottom of the screen, or you can go to tinychat.com/cynicalbrit. If you would prefer. Personally, I go to the one on the actual page itself because you don't get the adverts. Like on the Tiny Chat page, you get the adverts. On my page, you don't. So it's all good. Yes, classicalism. I like it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's actually pretty good.
Yes, the classicalism, where we all wear top hats and monocles. Pip, pip, cheerio, gents. What now?
Monocle smile.
Yes, indeed. Rah. Okay, so, without further ado, it's time for this.
Mail time.
That sounds like it's mail time. Here's the mail.
It never fails.
It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes,
I want to wail.
Yes, indeed, folks, it is the mail time. That is, in fact, the time where we read the mail. I'm told. The mail. The mail, the mail, the mail. The post, as we like to call it over here.
We never get snail mail here.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
What, you want me to actually give out my address, or do we need a P.O. box?
We need a P.O. box.
Yeah, so send it to P.O. Box 1337, Leet Town, Total Biscuit World. No problem at all. That'll work, right?
Yeah, I will.
Excellent, good. You're on top of these marketing things. I'm very happy about that. Right, so, first email in comes from Yannick Klar. Is that how you pronounce it?
I've got no clue, man.
Okay, well, shall we over-enunciate it, do you feel? Yes.
We do.
Okay, excellent. Yannick Klar!
Klar.
Klar! What is that? That's a Murloc sound. You can't go for that.
Yeah, true.
Dear Total Biscuit, as you said in previous shows, I shouldn't knock people's spelling because they're obviously not from this particular country. That said, we spell terribly in England, so it's not like it's even a contest.
I'm from Holland.
You spell better than most of the people in this country. Dear Total Biscuit, as you said in the previous show in Cataclysm, CC will make its great comeback. This is me as a Fury Warrior, a little bit worried. A while ago, back in the days of TBC, we were never able to join any 5-mans because they always needed CC. Now, I do agree the current state of 5-mans is just terrible. That is your opinion about maybe tuning every 5-man to at least have 1 CC, in which the group composition would change to 1 tank, 1 healer, 1 CC, and 2 DPS. Myself, I always thought of some other ways to make it a challenge. For example, one mob in the group could get a buff from the other mobs that would make him so strong he can one-shot a tank, so he needs to be CC'd, but when all the other mobs are dead, he will lose that buff. Yeah, I'm not really... That's fine. I think, really, saying that you need 1 tank, 1 DPS... Sorry, 1 tank, 1 healer, 2 DPS, and 1 CC is a bit of a misnomer, because tanks can CC, healers can CC, and so can DPS.
True.
Almost... I mean, Fury Warriors, I get Fury Warriors don't really have a lot of CC, right?
We don't have any except for Piercing Owl.
Okay, but are you really ever going to get a composition whereby you don't have at least 1 CC in a 5-man group? Is that ever going to happen?
No, you don't.
That seems ridiculous. And plus, couldn't you sort out the LFG system so that wouldn't happen anyway? It's like, right, okay, here's the group composition we're currently looking at. Okay, there's no CC in this group. Let's make a different group. You know, have the matchmaking system do that for you.
Yeah, that's possible too, except you do have some classes that have CCs on talent specs.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it can look at the talent specs, it can look at everything, really. There's nothing stopping it from looking at the talent specs, so, to me, it seems like you could very easily have a setup where, okay, you need 1 CC, so we're in a group with a Fury Warrior, a Unholy Death Knight, a Rogue, a tank, and...
a priest.
Some kind of priest. Yeah, I mean, that's Shackle. You got Shackle there.
Yeah, it's only undead.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's fair enough. You get Shackle, you get Mind Control, you get Fear. Did we have a Warlock in the group? I can't remember. No, we didn't, did we? We had...
it doesn't really matter, you have enough CC.
Yeah, oh god, the website just crashed. Oh dear! Yes, that's not good at all. I'm going to have to point my folks in the direction of that. Thankfully, the streaming server is still up. The database just fell over something fierce, so yeah, it looks like we broke it.
That's
I need that sample.
That's actually wonderful.
Yeah, I think I broke it. Yeah, well, you can still listen to the show, incidentally. The streaming server is operating just fine. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, sorry. Some people say, oh, fail. It's like, well, this is what's called popularity. At some point in your life, you might understand it. But there you go. Okay, I need to throw a message over. You talk about CC for a second, because I need to say, Webmaster, fix my site.
Oh, yeah, let's think about it. Warriors have none. I think I'm done.
Is that all you can say?
Yeah, that's all I can say.
That's the best you can do.
Now, actually, there's a lot of CC in... Oh, wait, we can get that MMO Champion class roll post. That's a really good one.
Okay, where is it?
MMO Champion.
Where on the MMO Champion?
Just scroll a bit
MMO
down.
Champion is quite large, honestly.
It's new. It's a new post. Just scroll a bit down.
Okay, class roll.
A bit further down.
Okay, still looking. Class roll. Oh yeah, also congrats to Paragon, by the way. No buff heroic kill of Lich King 25, man. That's pretty damn impressive. Admittedly, you're not so much over-geared, but you're optimally geared for it.
Oh, a level 800 Elite Tyrant Chieftain.
Let's not even start with that.
Oh, that one was...
Where is it? Oh,
that one.
This thing?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. So, what does this actually mean? Because this is the raid buff and debuff design.
Sorry, yeah.
No.
Incorrectly.
You're lying to me.
Yes, I am.
You're deliberately trying to mislead me. Okay,
yes,
cool,
I
excellent. Right, let's have a look at the other side. Well, the conclusion for that is, it's totally fine to have CC in 5-mans because someone's going to have it. The likelihood of a group coming together that doesn't have CC in a match-made environment is astronomically low. I don't see the problem with it. Especially with dual spec. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, you can just switch if you actually need it.
Yeah, exactly. Right, warrior class, don't really care about that. We're talking about that a little bit later on. So let's have a look at something else. Instance design, okay. Got 4 minutes of this, so I'll have to be pretty quick. Dear hateful host of shows, you dare look upon the host of souls! I shall devour you all! Yes, indeed.
It's kind of terrifying you can't blind click that thing.
Yeah, I don't even have a large soundboard, I'm just not paying attention. I've been leveling a paladin lately, mostly through tanking random instances and occasionally doing a quest when I really feel like it. She's now level 58, and it was a few levels earlier that I realised what awesome instances Blackrod Depths and Scholarmance are. Blackrod Depths is not an awesome instance, please stop pretending this to be the case. But it's got 27 bosses and it takes about 10 hours! Yeah.
It's my favourite vanilla instance.
Hell no, Scholarmance is way better.
No, I like Blackrod Depths.
I hate BRD. I like the fact that it's there just because it shows that there's such a thing as excessive length.
I did 74 runs for the Hand of Justice.
Yeah, that sounds like great fun. Yeah, really. I got the first time through with my power-leveled rogue that I was putting it through with RAF for the whole vanilla instance.
I hate you.
Yeah, I got it first time. It was pretty awesome. I then DE'd it in front of Bunker Face. Right, both of these instances contain a large amount of trash which can be pulled at a group's whim, allowing you to path your own way through the instance. And BRD even offers several paths for different bosses you might want to attempt. Additionally, they offer a load of variety in the trash and in the little events like the mini-bosses before Ganling and the Seven Dwarves and the Lyceum parts of BRD. Yeah, I love the stuff before Ganling. I think all of that in Scholarmance for the mini-bosses is great, honestly.
I agree.
Really good design there across the board. Could have done with a bit more story, I think, and a few more actual events in there, as opposed to just, hey, there's a room full of stuff and a mini-boss at the end of it, and it might or might not give you some terrible blue gear.
I like the room where you could be knocked down into the fence.
Yeah, those are pretty cool, awesome. Oh, what else have we got? So, yeah, there are dwarves everywhere in BRD, and a lot of areas are flooded with mobs, and there's just an obvious transition from the guards at the jail to the neutral patrons at the bar to the Arcana Smiths and the Goblin Forgers. Likewise, Scholarmance is obviously divided into academy rooms with students, caster mobs, and areas where the undead are. A real problem I see with the instance design, not only in Wrath but also in TBC, is that the instances have become largely linear. There's only one path to take, instances are usually made up of corridors leading to rooms with more corridors, and generally they feel like simply instances catered to the PvE experience, rather than real areas catering to the immersion. Well, isn't that what dungeons are for, though? Catering to the PvE experience? I thought that was the whole point of them.
Yeah, they are, and give me an example of a non-linear instance. I mean, you can choose, I'll do this boss first, but That's not what non-linear is. You'll still reach the end boss. That's just you doing stuff in a different order. I mean, Precisely.
Theoretically, on some things, you could do that in TBC and Wrath instances. Nexus, prime example. You can do that there. is the Nexus a non-linear instance? No. Just because you can go the other way round? No, that's not non-linear at all. Black Temple, they claimed, was non-linear. That wasn't non-linear either. Again, that's just doing bosses in a different order.
There are no non-linear instances in WoW.
No, they really aren't, honestly. I get that people have a lot of nostalgia about BRD, and I, to some extent, do as well. I just don't feel like it's a really good idea to throw BRD in there and say, oh, this is a great instance design, because a lot of it really wasn't. It had too much trash. It was too freaking long. Didn't we learn that lesson with Ulduar? Ulduar was a great dungeon, but people got so sick of it because it was massive and it took ages and it was the only thing to do for like 6 months.
Yep.
Same with Naxxramas. And don't call Naxxramas non-linear either. More bosses doesn't necessarily mean better instance.
You could actually name BRD a non-linear instance if you don't talk about the end boss.
Yeah, but then again, you could name any instance that way.
No, this one is long. That's why I'm saying that.
Well, yeah, but just because it's long doesn't mean it's non-linear, and there's no length requirement for that. I don't know, as I say, it just sounds like a lot of nostalgia to me. I did go into that instance an awful lot, and for the time it was really cool. I just think we've moved past that, and honestly, instead of like a 24-boss dungeon, I would prefer to see 4 6-boss dungeons.
I agree.
It's as simple as that. My name's Total Biscuit with the marketing guy from CynicalBrit.com. It's Bungerface right here on Blue Please. So, do we have anything about dungeons or dwarves? Do we have Village of the Dwarves? Actually, do we? No. Oh, I'm sure we used to have Village of the Dwarfs by Rhapsody. It seems to have vanished. That's kind of depressing, really. Candlemas Black Dwarf will work, though. You ready for a bit of doomy sludge? I am, absolutely. Here you go. Here's a track for BRD. It's Candlemas with Black Dwarf. I'll be right back after this with a Terpster interview. ? Enjoy.